Clifford Burns' story hits like a freight train, raw, chaotic, and heartbreaking. Hearing Autumn's 911 call, her voice breaking as she begs for her mom's life, tears me apart. How does a man who claims to love his kids stab their mother? To death? His demon act feels like a desperate mask for his rage and jealousy. As a parent, I'm sickened by his arrogance. Let's dive into this chilling case to uncover what drove Clifford to such a brutal act.
Who was at the house tonight when you... I don't know you... Give me that. Yeah!
This insane man, thrashing around like a fish out of water, is 48-year-old Clifford Burns. He's just surrendered after brutally stabbing his ex-wife, 42-year-old Patricia Burns, to death. But this guy isn't just a murderer. He tries to present himself as a raging demon.
I stayed away. I haven't seen my kids in 8 months. It's Christmas. I am the devil. But I did it the right way. I handled it like a man, so thank you.
Even if he's just a wannabe devil, his actions are pure horror. Not only did he kill his ex-wife, but he also stabbed her daughter, narrowly failing to finish her off. Yet regret is nowhere to be found.
Go yourself. What do you think? I can't kick you upside the head with my boot right now? I'll make you wear this size 8. You ask me another question about when I got there, I'm gonna spit on you.
His rage was proving to be a nightmare for the detectives, but what could have gone so wrong for this man that he's filled with such anger? To find out, they must first determine whether he's truly insane or just putting on the act of a lifetime.
Kill me! Put a bullet in me right now. Bullet in me. Blow my head off right now.
Like any other sinister tale, this one begins with a chilling 911 call made by Patricia's daughter, Autumn, from their Lake Luzerne apartment on Christmas Eve, 2013.
911, where's your emergency?
The scene, they found Patricia lying in a pool of blood, brutally stabbed multiple times, with the house in total disarray. The killer's identity was no mystery, but tracking him down was another challenge. However, just as the investigation began, Clifford walked into the police station ready to surrender. The officers initially thought Clifford's surrender would make their job easier, but they couldn't have been more wrong. What awaited them was the most unhinged interrogation, and they were in for hours of curses, rage, and relentless abuse.
Absolutely. I don't have nothing on you guys. You want me to strip down?
No. But you gotta bear with me. I don't have my glasses on, alright?
I know my rights and everything. You don't have to even read it. Just give me my charges. I'm pleading not guilty. I'm not a disrespectful guy either.
Okay.
You know the Backus brothers, who they are?
I know them, yeah.
They started all this.
Yeah.
Brother Teddy. And they're lucky I'm in my right mind, because I deal with AK-47s and AR-15s. What I'm going to tell you what happened. My ex-wife put a court order against me. Teddy Backus went over in the house and shot the house up with a gun and got all misdemeanors because you're corrupt in Warren County, and you know you are. It was an apartment complex with kids in it. An unregistered illegal handgun, and he gets all misdemeanors. That's what I want to do to her face. Right up with a knife. She took my kids away from me, everything I have today. I get a call from my lawyer saying they're coming with a warrant for my arrest for missing 2 child support payments. I stayed away. I haven't seen my kids in 8 months. It's Christmas. I am the devil.
Where's your kids now?
They're home. I don't know where they are. I haven't seen them in 8 months. When this broad can do this on Christmas, me and like this, a woman snaps you and keeps your kids away from you, what it does to a man, that you work and pay for your kids your whole life, then the Backus brothers rig the charges when the guy goes over and shoots my old lady's house up and beats the out of her, and he gets misdemeanors, you know what happened up there. All misdemeanors, 9 of them when he shot the house up with an unregistered handgun. Do you know who Teddy Backus is? I know you know who he is. He's a retard. If I ever could get my hands on him, I'd kill him. I'm a man in every aspect. I gotta refrain myself because I can't even take it no more. Okay. You know what happened today? Family court calls my lawyer up saying they're taking my kids. And put me in jail, and I did nothing but pay it, you guys. And this guy shoots the house up with a loaded handgun, gets all misdemeanors. It was an apartment complex. You know Governor Cuomo's gun laws? It was an unregistered handgun. Every bullet in the chamber of the gun was a felony. Going in an apartment complex was a felony and dislodging the handgun. He got 9 misdemeanors because of his brother. Beat my old lady up, put her in the hospital. My kid was home. Get him in here and put me in the room with both of them. I beat the out of him. He ran like a coward and a snake, and his brothers are 2 pieces of.
Okay. I have no idea what you're really.
You know what I'm for 69 Route N.
Okay.
December of last year, when he
You're
went in with
filling me in right now. So
I'm filling you in.
I wasn't
Filling
there
you
that night,
in.
so I don't know.
He's weren't there. Nobody did nothing to him. Nobody did nothing. But me, 2 court orders against me, and haven't seen my kid since last year. He disappeared from the town because I've been going up there the last few days. I was going to got him. Teddy Backus. You can tell him I said it. Don't ever let me out of jail again. Because I'll kill him. I love my children. Right here. Irish, and they're Irish, and you let this walk?
We didn't let him do anything.
What his brothers did.
Okay.
When I come home from family court, when she had me arrested on a violation, the cop in the car said he was brand new and he knew the charges were Trump, but he didn't open his mouth.
Clifford uttered more slang than useful information, but to clarify, Patricia won custody of Autumn, while Harley initially chose to stay with her father. However, after enduring abuse, Harley too moved in with her mother, and Clifford became responsible for the child support. But when he fell behind on 2 payments, a warrant was issued for his arrest. That alone had him fuming, but what really sent him over the edge was the fact that Ted Backus, who fired a gun inside Patricia's apartment, walked away with only misdemeanor charges. Clifford's rage is evident, but at its core,
Clifford's obsession with Ted Backus screams jealousy, not justice. He rants about losing his kids, but where's the remorse for Patricia's blood on his hands? His Wild West bravado is infuriating. He's no hero, just a man who let rage win. The pain of losing his daughters doesn't justify murder. It's chilling to hear him blame everyone but himself. As a viewer, I'm torn between anger and pity for a man so lost in his own delusions. What snapped in him to cross this line?
Brother, my life's over.
No, I hate for you to feel that way.
I couldn't take it no more. When my baby calls up crying to me, and I can't go see him because of 2 court orders that I never did nothing.
How old are your kids?
15 and 16. The kid shot the house up this Backus guy, and I couldn't go do nothing for my little babies. I feel helpless. And this drunken primary don't even give a.
That's your ex?
It's my ex. I ain't even divorced. She took everything from me in the courts, and I sat there doing nothing because of my babies, man.
How long were you married?
I was married for 15 years, and she got off on this. She ruined my life, and I kept taking it, you guys. What am I supposed to do with my brother? Because I'm Irish, I am your brother, man. I'd have you back all the way in Iraq. I hate tile heads.
Clifford's pride is through the roof, and every sentence drips with arrogance. He blames everyone and everything, but refuses to acknowledge his own wrongdoing, a classic display of narcissistic behavior. And this is just the beginning. As the interrogation progresses, things are only going to get more chaotic by the minute.
You're a very passionate man, I see that.
Listen, I woke up today, and I got a call from this family court saying she put me in jail on a violation because I missed 2 payments.
They didn't cut you a break. How long you been paying? You missed 2.
There's a warrant out for my arrest right now. I can't even go out of my house. I paid the payments. I went in front of 2 judges. They paperwork. Next thing you know, I get a letter saying they're suspending my license, and I just paid. I called the lady up. She hung up on me.
What's your first name?
Clifford.
Clifford? You go by Cliff or Clifford?
My real name's Clifford. I go by Cliff, sir.
All right, Cliff. I have no idea what
I
happened.
go in the house and she fucking tells me she loves me after she's 10 guys in the last 2 years. I don't see nobody. I don't go out. I work and pay my child support. I lost my apartment. It's wintertime. I'm a professional tree climber. I own my own business. They took everything from me. Listen, New York's so fucking corrupt it ain't even funny. You guys know it. I couldn't stop myself. I got up today. I called my sister up. My sister says, I've been seeing your kids behind your back. And she hates my wife, and she's right there. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I couldn't even say goodbye. I haven't seen my daughters in 8 months. You guys know your little girls, you pay for them. You go to work every day for them, and every time wants to be drunk. My wife's a full-blown 3 years ago, her daughter died. She went in the bottle. I begged her to go to counseling.
I hear you.
Clifford now expects a thank you letter because he chose to kill with a knife and not a gun. It's hilarious how deeply someone can live in denial. Yet with every passing moment, Clifford grows more abusive and somehow even more energetic.
Absolutely. What's your kid's name?
Harley and Autumn Burns.
When I talked to her the one day, there was a bunch of kids there. So
listen, you guys, I gave my children everything. Victoria Secrets and they're 15. Abercrombie, Nikes, American Eagle.
Sure.
What do you think I don't know the names?
Oh,
Go out and make 1,000 a day. I own my own tree service.
Yep.
The winter comes in and I can't work. There ain't no work. It's the
Sure.
black zone right now. I prepaid my rent and all my phone bills so I didn't have to lose everything, and they still don't know when to leave me alone. She did all this to me.
Sounds like you got pushed a little bit.
Push. When you can't go outside your door worrying about a cop, listen, they said they suspended my license. I own my own business. I never missed a payment.
Family court's good for that.
Listen, it's that Hunt Barb over there. You can tell her this, too. If I really knew who she was, I would have cut her up in front of her kids. When you push a man's buttons and take everything he works for, this is what happens. All right? I'm in the Wild West now, boys. That's who we are right here. Come on, admit it.
Sounds
Let
like
me
we're
see
ahead of
your...
that.
We are. When a man can go in and shoot an unloaded handgun and all... Governor Cuomo said the bullets were 7 years a pop. He got nothing. They sent a special prosecution team in from Saratoga. What happened with him? Tell me what happened with Teddy Backus, because I'm never getting out. What happened to that?
Cliff, I'm not lying to you when I say I have no idea. I have no idea.
I know his brothers do. I never once laid eyes on him. I want to lay eyes on him.
I tell you, but I absolutely, honestly, have no idea what happened.
You know how f***ed up I am right now? Because I love my wife and I love my kids, and I did right by that. I met her in a club. She quit drinking for 7 years. We moved up here because my father raised me. I bought a house. Next thing I know, I'm traveling in this unit every day. 2-hour commute, and he's f***ing my wife. I didn't get him. I wanted him. Dead. Here's the problem I have. My little baby's got nothing now. But my whole tree service, my American Iron Horse chopper, and that car out in the lot. I wish one of you guys can make sure my kids get everything so I can sleep at night. Please.
Is it in writing?
I put it in writing right on my table before I left on this recon mission.
Okay.
Clifford sees his brutal crime as some sort of recon mission, fully convinced that he's the anti-hero of his own twisted story.
God, I summoned you. Please, do what you gotta do to me, but I warned you the whole time. I asked you and I asked you and I asked you. Just give her a DWI. It would have been her third one. She would have went to prison. I could have raised my children. I called you guys up 20 times. I called Saratoga sheriffs. I called the Niskuna police. She left a 5-year court order. I have no contact. If I call the house, I would be arrested. I've taken it. My kid called me up the other day. Mom's drunk. There's no food in the house. What do you want me to do? I asked for your help and nobody gave it to me. Not a person. Listen, you're lucky I'm in my right mind because I was going to have a shootout with you. But I did it the right way. I handled it like a man, so thank you.
Thank
Okay?
you.
No, that's right. If I'm pretty damn good. I could drop a 30-round mag and I don't even want to tell you the time. I'll pop the other one. I take them again. I know what time it is.
Clifford rakes in $1,000 a day and needs to pay just $250 a week in child support. He lives in a modest $600 apartment, yet somehow he claims he went 2 days without food and hit rock bottom. At this point, Clifford's worst enemy is himself, and probably mathematics.
This has all been built up on my chest, and I'm telling you guys, and I'm telling the wrong people because you guys are like the snitches of the year. When you can really let it happen, though, what happened with the Backus brothers, them should have been suspended without pay. Come on. An unregistered handgun in an apartment complex. Dislodged. Then he went store with the SWAT team. When SWAT comes in, they're felonies across the board. He got 9 misdemeanors. He still got his hunting license. Them coward little punks. If that dude was here, I'd try to crack him. Right? You know what time it is. Neither one of them brothers. They think they're that little fat, little punky little brother. He pulled in the parking lot. They got to have cops. Looks at me with my old lady in the car like he wants to with me. 2 court orders. I can't pick the war till I can pick it. I love my wife. I love her, man. She emotionally just destroyed my life. I have nowhere to turn to. I mean, I haven't eaten in 2 days. It's over with.
Is that you came from your wife's house when you came here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm asking you. I don't know either.
You know the whole story. I'm right on camera.
So.
I went there to see my children.
Were they there? No.
I couldn't even tell you. I blacked out. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm in like, I haven't eaten in 2 days. You see pupils in my eyes, man?
We'll get you something to eat.
I'm stressed the out. I just want you to bring me to Warren County jail and put me in a cell. I'll just doom the rest of my life. The woman just couldn't leave me alone. I begged her. I can't call her. She calls up. I said, please leave me alone. I haven't gone near this broad in years. I don't even call her, talk to my kids. And you know what it is? It's games. The broad kept humiliating me.
Clifford's claim of snapping feels like a lie. He planned this, driven by a twisted need for control. Patricia's struggles don't excuse his knife plunging into her. Autumn and Harley lost their mom, and he dares call himself a father? His rants about child support and Backus are a smokescreen for his narcissism. I'm enraged thinking about those girls' pain. How does someone justify such violence as love? This case exposes the ugliness of unchecked anger and betrayal.
It might seem justified, just an outraged father reacting to injustice, but his anger is completely misplaced. His rage stems from jealousy over Ted Backus walking away with 9 misdemeanors, and even worse, he believes that loving his own daughter somehow excuses harming another child of Patricia's. He has lost all sense of reason, yet he's blind to it. In his mind, he isn't a violent criminal, but a rebellious warrior with a cause. But now, he's about to say something that completely contradicts everything he believes.
I have nobody to help me. I went to ask for help from people, and they don't do nothing. I've worked for so many police officers, you guys. I do all the highway department work, schools work.
That's good.
And I'm a good guy, and I never did nothing wrong. I married his and she got off on this every day, calling me up. I had 2 court orders. She wanted to run my life, just pay and take everything I own. I'm in Supreme Court. I spent $13,000. A lawyer sends me a bill, says I owe him another $10,000 to divorce. I don't owe nothing. They're all my possessions, my assets. I work. And I never disrespected you guys ever in my life. And I showed you respect tonight. Trust me, brother. I showed you respect.
You did. You did. Absolutely. We're not disagreeing with that.
This might be the most absurd moment of the entire interrogation. From the start, Clifford has done nothing but hurl insults at the detectives. However, now he claims he's been respectful. If that's his idea of respect, it's no wonder no one could stand living with him. Exotic dancers or not, everyone deserves basic human dignity, but Clifford seems completely clueless about the very concept of respect. What he truly desires is respect just for himself.
Did you get through those? Yeah, through them. How you doing? Good. Merry Christmas. You too.
What's your last name?
Hi, sir. How are you? My name is Doug David. I'm on
As long as you ain't a Bacchus. You can have a seat.
Doug David, sir. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Burns, Clifford R.
Oh, Clifford. Nice to meet you, sir.
You know, you guys, this is... I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. What's on my mind is the Bacchus brothers and your corrupt charges that were rigged. He went over and shot my wife's house up at my kid's home in the house. He gave 9 misdemeanors. You know, I lost my life this evening. I'll never see my daughters again. Over a alcoholic piece of... Alright? Name one of you let a man go in your kid's house and dislodge a gun. This has been in my brain for a year. She put 2 court orders on me and took me away because the Teddy Bacchus put her up to it. Alright? You know who the I'm talking about? Your tough guy Bacchus motherfuckers. I hate them. The coward little punks. Tell them I said it. They got what they wanted. He should have finished the job. How's that, Teddy boy? But he got all misdemeanors for dislodging a .22 caliber gun in the house. It was an apartment complex. He should have got 10 felonies across the board. The 6 bullets in the chamber, the unregistered handgun, you tell me. You corrupt. These guys, they're just peons like I am in life. You're high up.
Sir, I'm not high up.
You're a detective, aren't you?
I'm a criminal investigator. Yes.
Criminal investigator.
Yeah.
Did you ever invest a Bacchus? Happened a year ago?
I was involved in it.
You were involved with it? You
Well, sit down.
But, sir, you got to understand.
You covered the charges
No,
up.
sir, you
Sit
got
down,
the wrong person, sir.
You.
Wrong person, sir.
Wrong person.
Yeah.
Unregistered handgun in a apartment complex. You tell me about the charges, brother.
Okay, but, sir, I didn't make the decision on
I know, but who makes the decisions? I don't know you guys. My children were there.
What we need to do, sir, is, and you just started out, okay, about what transpired today, sir. I have...
Transpired, Warren County calls me up today. My attorney and says I'm going to jail on Christmas Eve because I missed 2 child support payments. That fat cunt over there, Barb.
Putting aside all the respect he's shown, the interrogation has revealed more about Ted Bacchus than Clifford himself. He's already repeated the same story countless times, yet he keeps going. Unfortunately, the detective who just joined is about to face his full-blown anger, and things are about to get even worse.
Did you drive up here, sir, from your house?
Go yourself. How the you think I got here? Flew or walked? My car's right out in the park. Are you stupid?
No, I'm not stupid, sir. I'm just trying to find out. I just got...
Find out this. You're corrupt. This is the Wild West. What's my charge?
I don't know yet, sir.
You don't know yet?
No. I'm just trying to find out what happened tonight, sir. So you said you drove up here?
I want to see my babies. I haven't seen my children in years. You guys started this war. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? You started the war. That coward just ran out of here because he knows what you did. You rigged another man's charges because his brothers are sheriffs. Go yourself. Suck it. Alright? You go home to your kids. I haven't seen my kids because of that mother. Them Bacchus brothers, I would have loved to ran into them. You are the most corrupt on the planet, right here in Warren County.
Clifford's aggression toward the detectives is sickening. He spits venom, blaming everyone, cops, courts, Patricia, but never owns his crime. His blackout excuse is pathetic. He remembers every grudge but not the murder. It's chilling how he hides behind his manly act while leaving his daughters parentless. As a human, I'm appalled by his lack of remorse. How do you face your kids after this? His rage only deepens the tragedy for Autumn and Harley, left to pick up the pieces.
Who was there when you got there?
Dude, I blacked out. I don't know what happened. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I feel like I'm tripping on drugs right now. I'm so stressed out. I try to tell people to help me and nobody helped me. I spent thousands on my lawyer, to help me. Called me up today. Said there's the lady from the support guy. She just goes to put a warrant out for your arrest on Christmas Eve. But it's already hard. Has anybody got anything? I fucking can't take it no more. I just want to see my kids. That's all I'm asking for.
Who was at the house tonight when you got there?
I don't know. You.
Give me that.
Yeah. Give me the charge and bring me to prison, all right?
Check on that, okay? Please sit down. I'm gonna check on it for you, okay? Just trying to find out what happened tonight. That's all I'm asking of you right now.
What do you think, I'm stupid? I'm signing nothing. Give me my charge, whatever you want to give me.
I told you.
You ask me again, I'm going to rip your head off. Get out. You keep asking me, what do you want me to tell you? I just told you I snapped. I don't see my kids. All right? You know what happened?
I understand very well that you're upset. What happened tonight over there?
Over where?
Concern.
You keep asking me that.
What happened up there?
I don't know what the happened. I blacked out.
Do you know what when you got there, or who was there when you got there?
I couldn't tell you nothing. I want to see my old lady and tell her I want to see my kids.
Did she meet at the door?
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't let you in?
Listen, I want to go to a jail cell. I don't want to sit here no more.
All right. When you got up there,
You want some shit?
you can just set it on the table, please.
These are my business cards.
Just
You ask me another question about when I got there, I'm going to spit on you.
please.
All right? Don't ask me again. I don't know what the happened. I blocked the out.
Clifford is throwing out every slang word imaginable and recounting every detail about Bacchus and Patricia, but the one thing he conveniently forgets is how he brutally murdered Patricia. It's clear he still believes that behaving like this might save him from a life in prison, maybe even earn him a lighter sentence. But deep down, he knows the moment he spits his story rather than just his saliva at the detective, his life is truly over. Based on everything he's said and done, it's crystal clear. Clifford is a truly respectful person who deeply cares for his children, holds nothing but love for Ted Bacchus, and is absolutely not racist, right? In the end, there's no escape for Clifford. His only option now is to put on a show of bravado. And at this point, his next move is all too predictable.
I don't even know what the I'm doing. I just want to see my babies, man. I'm asking you if you have any heart at all. You have kids. Do you know what I'm going through? This took me right out of their life with a phony court order. I never did nothing wrong. I work. I can only take so much. I can't do it no more. I can't even go out of my house. I feel like I'm mentally insane. I don't even know how to have a conversation with anybody anymore. I go into a store and I'm like scared to death because I got all this emotional baggage on me. Court, family court, no visitation, this and that. I don't even know what to tell you anymore. I went to a counselor. He told me, I talked to him. You're doing the right thing. Stay away from her. She'll never change. You go back with her, what the f***? She'll only drink and over you again. She did it 4 years ago. I spent all kinds of money. I took the back because I love my children. It's all I worry about is my little babies. That's it. God, strike me dead. Strike me dead. You put the devil on my shoulder and you put him on the other fucking side. Strike me dead. I don't even give up. Kill me. Put a bullet in me right now. Put a bullet in me. Let's blow my head off right now. Take the 9 out and put one in me. Just end it. I should have pretended I had a gun out there. I thought about it all the way. I don't want to live no more. You took everything from me, you cowardly little. It started last year with the back scratches.
And that was the only thing left for him to say. The detectives spent 4 more hours trying to get real answers, but Mr. Righteousness kept rambling about his best friend Ted Backus and how much he loved his children. With nothing useful coming from him, the case moved to trial, with his confession serving as the key piece of evidence. On April 17, 2014, Clifford pleaded guilty to murdering his ex-wife, Patricia Burns. However, shortly after receiving a sentence of 23 years to life for second-degree murder on September 5, 2014, the self-proclaimed devil and the man of all men filed a pro se motion to withdraw his plea. He argued that his plea was involuntary, citing emotional distress and ineffective legal counsel. However, his so-called bravery amounted to nothing, as the Warren County Court denied his motion, even after assigning him new representation. From one perspective, Clifford's feelings make sense. He was separated from his children, betrayed, and pushed to his limits. His anger is somewhat understandable, but the way he chose to handle it was completely irrational. Calling himself a man after killing a woman in front of her children is the opposite of being one. His divorce was also the result of domestic violence. While his emotions might be understandable, his actions remain inexcusable. What are your thoughts? Was the punishment truly fitting for his actions? Do you believe this violent outburst stemmed from sadness and frustration, or was it fueled by deep-rooted jealousy? And in light of everything, does Clifford deserve even a shred of sympathy for the situation he found himself in? Feel free to share your opinions. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any cases you want us to cover, please share your suggestions in the comment section. Also, don't forget,
Clifford's 23-year sentence feels like justice, but it can't undo the pain. Patricia's life, Autumn's trauma, Harley's loss. His actions ripped a family apart. His plea to withdraw his guilty verdict shows no growth, just cowardice. I ache for those girls, robbed of their mom by a man who claimed to love them. This case leaves me questioning. Was it jealousy or a broken mind? Let's honor Patricia by remembering her, not his excuses.